Hey you guys, Trey Vittetoe here, and today I want to talk about a new synth plugin, sort of a first look at a synth that has been released by a company called Output. Output is a company that I use a lot of their synths. I've talked about them in some of my other videos. I really love what they do. So this is a first chance to take a look at it. Here we go. So I knew something interesting was coming about a week ago when I got this cool email in my inbox. And because I love Output, I thought this could be great, right? 2 days ago, this came in my inbox. So according to the email, this changes everything. Now, normally when a company releases a new synthesizer, they may discount the price or something, just try to get it moving. But in this case, there's an interesting little thing here. It says get 100 days free. I've never seen that attached to a synthesizer. It sounds like some type of subscription, right? So, and indeed it says a new kind of synthesizer. So if you go to the website and you check out this video, I'm not going to play the video. You can go to Output and check it yourself. But you'll open the arcade page, and there's this first video right here. Check it out. It really sells the plugin. Okay, so Arcade is unlike any other Output instrument. Most Output instruments actually load through Native Instruments Contact. But in this case, the instructions say that it's actually its own plugin. Doesn't require any sort of Native Instruments load up. So let's see what happens when I load this up. All right, so this is what I have. Alone in the Hills. Okay, that's cool. So, how is this designed to play? Let's see what happens if so it's definitely locked into the tempo. The white keys are the normal sample, but the black keys screw the sound up. Okay, so you have to hold them both down. So it reverses. This reverses the kick. Okay, so this is a reverse key. This C sharp. This seems to be some kind of plays it like a fill. One thing I want to mention before I forget, not only do you get a daily new samples, but you can load your own. I don't know how to do it yet, but it says you can load your own samples. Let's keep looking and see what else this thing does. These look like they actually have to be downloaded. So I'm going to download some things. I wish you could check them out. Oh, I was going to suggest that before loading the sample onto your computer, you should be able to sample the sound. And I see that right here there is a little speaker icon, which I'm pretty sure will do just that. It looks like there's quite a few samples. It's part of this pack. Kits. Look at this, just a bunch of kits you can check out. Let's try Drum Sesh. Altitude Tight Funk Kit. Alright, so then checking this out. Right now, and again, I'm just starting, so I have no idea what control I have over this, but I would love to be able to know that these samples are chopped into segments. The files that I use that are common to Cubase, where you have a pre-sliced, priced up sample, they're called Rex files. And so a sample like this, for instance, all of those individual pieces would be chopped up. Then you could swing them, you could play them separately, so you could play just the kick, so you can actually program it the way you want. All of that might be available here, but so far I'm just seeing the basic sample. All right, let's see what happens when I load kits. 4 a.m. Let's check it. So these sort of 4 knobs are typical of output stuff, where they have 4 basic parameters that you can control easily on the face. Beat elements. I love what that does. That's nice. Took a little while for that to catch up. That's kind of weird. Normally they just slide like this. Nice. Let's try one other thing. Oh, that's one. Let's load this up and see what it does. Okay, this is very output. This reminds me of something like Exhale. That's cool. You know, I gotta say, that's pretty cool. There's some cool things you could do with that. I would think that the way these different black keys are oriented, that they would affect the sound next to it, leaving the other sounds intact, but they don't. Just a couple other things that I see here. They have a little mixer. Obviously, that's a pan. Okay, so it's the individual sounds on the keys. There's some synth options, so obviously you can affect these. There's some plugins loaded onto the master here, a couple of filters, delay, compressor. So you do have quite a bit of cool control over this. So you have a couple of different pages here that you can look at. There's your delay effect, some modulation here. So you have a couple of different options you can work with. One thing I should note here, and this is typical again of these sample-based output programs. Right now we are actually, everything is in the key of C major. So you can choose your key here. I'm very surprised they don't have any kind of modulation or pitch bend control. Maybe again that's there and I just need to activate it, or maybe it doesn't work on certain types of samples. Okay, so you can do double time, half time. Very cool. Over time I'm going to really start to figure out how this can integrate with what I do. Typical of what I would expect from the output stuff. Those guys are sort of in their own world. Their sounds are unique, fresh, fun. I haven't looked at loops. That's nice. So 2 things I would note for you. If you're interested in this, it's completely free for 100 days. It does not require that you have Contact or any of the Native Instruments stuff. It's totally its own plugin. Probably loads into any basic DAW. Anyway, my first impression is that this is a cool idea. It's got some great sounds. There does seem to be a few things that I find limiting, like I would love those black key modifiers where they do reverses and fills and things like that. I would love that to not affect all of the samples you're playing at one time. So there you go. Cool plugin. Great company. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it informative. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and comment below. Until next time.